From them, it can also be shown that the distinction of things is not caused by the order of secondary agents, as some have wanted to say that God, being one and simple, produces only one effect, which is the substance first caused, which, because it cannot be equal to the simplicity of the first cause, since it is not a pure act but has something mixed with power, has a certain complexity, so that a certain plurality can already proceed from it, and so always by effects falling short of the simplicity of causes. While the effects are multiplied, the diversity of things is established, of which the universe consists. This position, therefore, assigns not one cause to the whole diversity of things, but individual causes with determined effects, and he posits that the whole diversity of things proceeds from the concurrence of all causes. But we say that they are by accident, which proceed from the concurrence of different causes, and not from any one determined cause. Therefore, the distinction of things and the order of the universe will be by chance. Further, that which is best in the things caused is reduced, as in the first cause, to that which is best in causes, for the effects must be proportional to the causes. But the best of all caused beings is the order of the universe, in which the good of the universe consists. Just as in human affairs the good of the nation is more divine than the good of one, it is therefore necessary to bring the order of the universe back to God, whom we have shown above to be the highest good, as if it were a proper cause. Therefore the distinction of things, in which the order of the universe consists, is not caused by secondary causes, but rather by the intention of the first cause. Still, it seems absurd to reduce what is best in things to the cause of failure. But the best thing in caused things is their distinction and order, as has been shown. It is therefore inappropriate to say that such a distinction is caused by the fact that the second causes fall short of the simplicity of the first cause. Again, in all causes directed to agents, where things are done for the sake of an end, it is necessary that the ends of the secondary causes be for the end of the first cause, just as the end of the military, of cavalry, and of horsemanship is for the end of the civil. Now the process of beings from the first being is through action ordered to the end, since it is through the understanding, as has been shown. But the intellect acts all for the sake of an end. If therefore there are any secondary causes in the production of things, it is necessary that their ends and actions be due to the end of the first cause, which is the ultimate end in the things caused. Now this is the distinction and order of the parts of the universe, which is, as it were, the ultimate form. Therefore there is no distinction and order in things because of the actions of secondary causes, but rather the actions of secondary causes are for the purpose of establishing order and distinction in things. Still, if the distinction of the parts of the universe and their order is the proper effect of the first cause, as the ultimate form and the best in the universe, the distinction and order of things must be in the understanding of the first cause. For in things which are acted upon by the understanding, the form which is produced in things made proceeds from the form like that which is in the understanding, as the house which is in matter, from the house which is in the understanding. Now the form of distinction and order cannot exist in the active understanding unless there are distinct and ordered forms. There are therefore in the divine understanding the forms of different things distinct and ordered, nor is this inconsistent with his simplicity, as was shown above. If therefore from the forms which are in the intellect proceed things outside the soul, in those things which are acted upon by the intellect, many and different things may be immediately caused from the first cause. Again, the action of the agent is limited by the understanding to the form which he understands, and not to another, except by accident and chance. But God is active through the intellect, as has been shown. Nor can his action be accidental, since he cannot fail in his action. It is therefore necessary that he produce his effect from the fact that he understands and intends the effect itself. But by means of which reason he understands one effect, he can also understand many other effects by himself. Therefore it can cause many things at once without a middle ground. Further, as has been shown above, the divine power is not limited to a single effect, and this corresponds to its simplicity, because the more a certain virtue is united, the more it is infinite, capable of extending itself to many more. Now that from one thing only one thing should be made, it is necessary only when the agent is determined to one effect. It is not necessary to say, therefore, that since God is one and absolutely simple, multitudes cannot proceed from him except through the mediation of some who fall short of his simplicity. In addition, it has been shown above that only God can create. Now there are many things which cannot proceed into being except through creation. As all things which are not composed of form and matter are subject to contrariety. For such things must be ingenerable, since all generation is from the contrary and from matter. And all intellectual substances are of this kind, and all heavenly bodies, and even the first matter itself. It is necessary, therefore, to assume that all things of this kind took directly from God, the principle of their being. Hence it is said that Genesis 1:1. In the beginning God created heaven and earth. Job 37:18. Perhaps you made the heavens, which are solid as if they were founded on air. But the opinion of Avicenna is excluded from the foregoing, who says that God, understanding himself, produced one first intelligence, in which there is already power and act, which, insofar as it understands God, produces a second intelligence. But insofar as it understands itself according to what it actually is, it produces the soul of the world. But insofar as it understands itself according to what it is in power, it produces the substance of the first world. And thus, proceeding from this, he establishes that the diversity of things is caused by secondary causes. The opinion of certain ancient heretics who said that God did not create the world, but the angels, is excluded. Simon the sorcerer is said to have been the first inventor of the error.